Hey, what's up guys? How y'all doing? Sin Sports in the house. You already know what's going down today. I've been waiting for this for a really long time to make a tournament like this. It's an NBA 2K17 March Madness 68 player one-on-one tournament, and Sin Sports got you today. Alright, so this was actually inspired by Mike Prada from SB Nation, who he set up the brackets, he set up the seating and everything. All I'm doing today is just simulating them, computer versus computer, one-on-one. The rules are simple. You gotta get 11 points to win. We're playing by ones and twos. Anything inside the arc is a 1 point. Anything that's considered normally a 3-pointer is a 2-pointer. And if both guys reach 10 points, you have to be 2 points up in order to win. Alright, so I said it at Hall of Fame, and here it is, you guys. These are the brackets. The guards, now we have James Harden and Russell Westbrook, 2 MVP candidates. Boy, it would be nice to see them go up against each other. Now we also got Steph Curry, so you can't underestimate the 2-time MVP. On the wing side, you got LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard. It's gonna be great to see these guys go up against each other. Man, I can't wait. I just want to see them like dunking on each other and stuff. But on the bigs, we got DeMarcus Cousins and a few other big men there. It would be interesting to see. Bet a lot of you thinking DeMarcus Cousins might smooth sail through this one, but you never know. It's a one-on-one tournament. Anything can happen. The Unicorns bracket, that's how he set the name up, and he set the seating as well. Basically, to me, this is the future of the NBA here. We got Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Porzingis, Antetokounmpo. It's the first 4 former teammates in Atlanta. There was always competition, but Dennis Schroeder wins this battle. Dragic, not really known for his speed or defense. Mike Conley advances, and he's now up against Westbrook. Forget it if you think Levine is outplaying Wiggins, at least not in a one-on-one, that is. Quite the dunk competition this was. Cantor, Adams, clearly the best bromance in the NBA. They still go for a cup of coffee after this. Round 1, Guards Tournament. Ever wonder why Harden is in such a good mood for this one? After the beatdown, Harden let Schroeder know, hey, Dwight is your problem now. Now these guys are legit backcourt buddies. Their friendship has translated to success. After almost losing, Lillard makes a comeback. No hard feelings. Little brother Seth making a name of his own, almost beating his superstar brother. Unfortunately, big bro Curry let him know the business. Maybe next time, Seth. The moment of truth, you guys. Bledsoe learned to compete from CP3. Now let's see what you've learned, Bledsoe. It's the master who prevails in a close one. Before LeBron arrived, Dion Waiters believed he could have been that man in Cleveland instead of Kyrie. These two butt heads a lot. In a contest to prove yourself, it is Kyrie who raises his hand. Wall has an incredible speed with the ball, great athleticism, pretty evenly matched, but John Wall now has Kyrie booked for the next round. Mike Conley almost made a statement to bring his name up next time you talk about point guards, but Russell Westbrook is just too good. Who could stop this guy? The longest match in NBA 2K17 March Madness history. I mean, look at the score. Both men fighting to the end. Isaiah Thomas is no longer in this. Kemba moves on. These two share more than just the 2 championships they won together. They share a special friendship. But man, I love that they're dunking the heck out of each other in this one. The king always takes competition serious. Thompson, possibly the best shooter in the league today. But how do you beat him? Put a slightly bigger athletic ISO score in front of him and see how that goes. Melo, be ready because you got the king next. Pretty close contested match. DeRozan, the only player representing Toronto in this tournament now. Shout out to Toronto. Paul George, cover star athlete, going up against a promising young Suns player on the rise. Things didn't go well for Paul George. Perhaps we have our new cover star athlete. Who knows? We can stop pretending like this is not awkward for them. KD shows and displays why Golden State decided to move on from Harrison Barnes. An outstanding year for Bradley Beal it's been. He comes off with the W as he prepares himself for KD next round. I get a feeling that Kawhi is going to be one of many people's favorites. Great two-way superstar, an elite defender, but it's going to be interesting having LeBron and KD in the same division. Butler versus Wiggins. Jimmy didn't even break a sweat. His defense was the key. Match him up with Kawhi now. Bring two great defenders against each other and we'll have a real match. As we move into the big man, most of you probably thinking this should be smooth sailing for DeMarcus Cousins. Well, at least for round one, it was. Whiteside does not like to be compared to DeAndre Jordan. He made it clear all DeAndre does is catch lobs. He did more than he thought he was capable if you ask me. Regardless, these two have great respect for each other. Not your typical ordinary centers. These guys embrace the three-point shot. However, they didn't use it. Too risky in their case. But Marcus Gasol comes off on top. Kevin Love versus Steven Adams, who just recently beat his partner, Enes Kanter. Now, Kevin Love played a pretty good game here. Steven Adams didn't even have a chance. Blake Griffin living up to his second seed expectations, beating the center for the Nuggets. Pretty close game though. These guys clearly have a lot of respect for each other. Jaleel wants to hold it down like Drummond. Drummond challenges him to be better, and so today he was. Two all-star teammates matching up in this one, definitely a friendly matchup. Two great scorers, this could have gone either way, but Aldridge was the better man. Before injuries, Dwight Howard used to be the complete package. But now he's holding on to dear life as he faces his teammate Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap, the only big man to bury a two-pointer in this tournament. Off to the Unicorns bracket we go. Anthony Davis struggled a little bit to put Serge Ibaka out, but eventually he got it done and moves on to round two. Two young, hungry Lions, one wanted it more than the other. Big man Rudy Gobert walks away with the W. Dirk is questioning the concept of this tournament like, I didn't ask for this. He's probably going to retire happily this season as the greatest in Dallas. Luckily, Draymond didn't kick him in the groins. You didn't get to see these two rookies together in action all season, but you get to see it today. The 76ers have a really bright squad to look into the near future. Last year's Rookie of the Year versus this year's Rookie of the Year leading candidate. The only difference, we never doubted Towns on winning the award. This year might be a little controversial. No doubt in these two, when you think of these two young players, you see talent. But Miles Turner, this year, it wasn't your turn. You're in for a treat, possibly the most entertaining match of the tournament right here. In the game, it's like these two guys did not like each other. Very competitive. Antetokounmpo walked away winning this dunk contest. Possibly the most underrated ball player in this tournament. Nikola Jokic can ball, you guys. Keep an eye on him. It's time for some round 2. James Harden is possibly the best offensive player in the league right now. But I also have to mention Westbrook. I'd take Damian Lillard any day, but today I'm taking Harden. You can't go wrong with that. Curry always motivated himself to become what he has been because of competition like CP3. CP3 used to dominate the position. But he's not old, you guys. Warriors run over Clippers every day, but CP3 ran over Curry today. Two very skilled ball handlers. The sky is the limit with these two players. John Wall had Kyrie on the edge, nearly ending him. But Kyrie doesn't back down from a good fight, comes back and wins this one. Kemba Walker had extremely good success against Isaiah Thomas, but Westbrook, that's a different breed, you guys. He locks this one up, and next, he'll dance with Kyrie in the Sweet 16. LeBron with back-to-back dates with his best friends, first Wade and now Melo. After this is over, LeBron says, let's go on a vacay, perhaps the banana boat. The king moves on. DeRozan is an elite scorer. Should be easy, right? Wrong. I know you remember D Booker's 70-point performance this season. If you've watched this far, please comment #NextCoverStar for D Booker, who's booked himself a date with the king. All credit and respect to Bradley Beal, you guys. But you gotta realize this is KD you're up against. One step closer to LeBron versus KD. Let's go, YouTube. Pause the video and like this right now. Seriously, you guys, it doesn't get any better than a matchup like this. This was like a chess match. Jimmy Butler overcomes my pick, Kawhi Leonard, who I thought was going to win the wings bracket. Props to Butler and a great defensive performance. Here are two big men that represented the USA in the Olympics. Two gold medalists going at it, but it's DeMarcus who got the advantage here, 11-7. Kevin Love and Marc Gasol, two great shooters in Marc Gasol and Kevin Love. Marc Gasol gets by easily 11-5. Second year big man Jaleel, an underdog against the second seed Blake Griffin. Close contested, but Jaleel pulls up a great performance and the upset. Probably the most dominant performance by Paul Millsap. LaMarcus surprisingly only had 1 point. It was really bad, you guys. Anthony Davis has his toughest competition by far. He almost lost this one, and Rudy Gobert was so close to moving on, but the Brow lives up to his first seed expectations and advances. Draymond Green is probably the most talented defender in the league right now because he can defend all 5 positions. But when you put a big dominant force in front of him, he's not so lucky. Here's this month's sleeper, Jokic. Antetokounmpo had no answer for him. March probably isn't his time of year. Better luck next year. Porzingis displayed a good defensive performance. He beat the man who beat him Rookie of the Year last year. His greatest achievement by far. Well, in this tournament, of course. This season, James Harden has stepped into the primary point position, a position CP3 dominated for years. James Harden has done so well, he might even win MVP this year. But CP3 reminded us today why he's still great as he wins a dominating performance. The highly anticipated match between Westbrook and Harden won't be happening, but here's a serious treat for all of us. I know you remember when Kyrie crossed up Westbrook earlier this year. Well, this time he does it again, shredding the guy who I originally picked to win the guards tournament. Our next cover star versus the king. Booker has pulled the upset twice, being the underdog, proving himself twice against Paul George and DeMar DeRozan. Unfortunately, this is the king we're talking about, and this Cinderella story ends here for Devin Booker. Jimmy Butler has earned every right to be here. Beating Kawhi was no walk in the park, but now he nearly beat KD to advance and face LeBron. But KD makes a comeback, and now we'll have the best two players in the world match up next round. Two centers who know what it takes to be the best in the league. Really great, talented big men who can shoot. They play a high scoring game. Cousins wins 16-14. After that beatdown, Paul Millsap gave the last round. Jahlil Okafor gives him a better battle, and towards the end, he gets in a crucial block to secure the game. This match was pretty sick to watch. A lot of blocks and steals. Both big men dunking and taking care of business. The number 1 seed doesn't get to move on, but having Joel Embiid should make things interesting. After beating Karl Anthony Towns, Porzingis impresses us once again, this time nearly blocking every shot and turning them into points. He's a deep threat in this tournament now. Chris Paul has made it look very easy, beating Curry and Harden back to back. But he could not find an answer to Kyrie, and neither could Westbrook. Kyrie is elite, ladies and gentlemen. Probably the most anticipating match of the tournament, you guys. But like Mayweather versus Pacquiao didn't really live up to the hype. LeBron had a cold shooting performance. KD noticed it early and he took advantage. Kyrie versus KD in the Final Four. If your pick was DeMarcus Cousins to win the Bigs bracket tournament, then you were right. How did you guys know that? Marc Gasol almost gave him a run for his money, but now he moves on. If you're one of those that worry about the future of the NBA, we're going to be just fine. These two will be on the rise to superstardom someday. Until then, let's just try to make it to the Final Four. Very close match, but Porzingis edges this one out 15-13. How epic would it have been if LeBron moved up to face Kyrie? Like, let's see who's the closer in Cleveland. KD has the height advantage, and he starts off on fire. Honestly, any guard would have problems going up against KD. KD had a chance to end it here if he had made that long two-pointer. But Kyrie makes an incredible comeback, playing clutch and bearing those important shots. Kyrie books himself a ticket to the championship round. Porzingis is the tallest man in the tournament, standing at 7'3", and DeMarcus is the most dominant big in the game today. Porzingis can cause matchup problems for DeMarcus, like we've seen him do blocking shots, but DeMarcus played defense and it pays off well. DeMarcus Cousins goes on to face Kyrie in the championship round. DeMarcus Cousins was having a field day to start this one off. There is no way a 6'3" guard can guard DeMarcus Cousins, but Kyrie had to use his ball handling and speed to work around the big man. Of course, it took some time getting used to, but he got it pretty quick. Kyrie shot 3 for 3 behind the arc, and that gave him his closing statement. We now know Kyrie can win. Last summer he won a championship for Cleveland. This spring he wins a one-on-one championship. It wasn't easy considering he had to beat Dion Waiters, John Wall, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, and DeMarcus Cousins. That'll do it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for those who stuck around to watch the whole video. Don't forget, we are a movement. Let's continue to slay and grow together. Like and subscribe this video. Don't forget. Also, I want to hear this from you, but comment who do you think would make it to the Final Four if this was to happen in real life. I want to see what you guys think. Thank you guys. See you all next time.